Hello, my name is Joseph Lee, and today I'm going to share with you the American school lunch crisis. Let's be honest, we all played this game before. We walked into the cafeteria, we grab a tray, and we gamble. Some days we win, but most days we don't. And the times we don't, we're usually stuck with a pizza, hard as a frisbee, has cheese on top that looks like it's sweating, and pepperoni that looks 3D printed. And somehow, legally, that's called lunch. For years now, I just thought, well, American school lunch is gross. I blame the cooks, I blame the chefs, and I blame the person who thought all this food was acceptable. But then I looked at the data, and I realized something very important. We aren't getting fed bad food because nobody cares. We're getting fed bad food because the lunch program is a total design failure. Let me share a dirty little secret of the American lunch program. We assume that the menu is designed by nutritionists, but it's actually not. It's heavily influenced by the USDA Commodity Processing Program. Basically, when American farmers produce too much cheese, beef fat, or corn syrup, the prices drop. And to save the agricultural economy, the government buys that extra surplus. That part actually makes sense. The farmers stay in business and the economy stays stable. So basically, you're not eating lunch. You're eating the market's leftovers. In the 1980s, the government famously proposed that ketchup could be classified as a lunch, as a vegetable. Think about that for a second. Instead of trying to find new, cheaper vegetables, the government tried to redefine our logic. They tried to convince us that a sugary bag of tomato paste could double down as a vegetable. That specific rule didn't stick, but the mindset surely did. Even today, pizza sauce still classifies as vegetable servings, and French fries still counts as vegetable. We're still playing word games with our students' health because it is cheaper than fixing the school lunch program. Think about a fast food restaurant. Its drive-thru provides $2 burgers that somehow comes out hot and consistent. That is because its supply chain is optimized for speed and consistency. Now, we look at our schools. Our schools are only optimized for one thing, and that is shelf life. Lunch foods are usually made in a central factory, frozen into bricks, shipped across countries, stored for months, and then reheated into students' hands. In this system, fresh is considered a failure because fresh food rots. And so people engineer food that never dies, and in doing so, they sacrifice the food's appearance and our students' trust. So how can we fix it? We can't buy organic food for all of American school overnight. That costs millions of billions of dollars that we don't have. But we can start small by using choice architecture. Google already does this. They put water at eye level and sodas at the bottom of the shelves. They put fruits and vegetables at easier grab position than unhealthy foods. We can gently nudge students into choosing better choices by putting healthier foods at easier to grab sites. So now I'm going to talk about something that statistic does not solve, and that's called embarrassment. Every teenager eats food, but before they eat it, they look at it. If it smells weird or even tastes or even looks weird, the teenager simply won't eat it. So this leads me to my personal story. I was once an American kid that hate lunch. And one day, after a tiring day, I walked into the cafeteria, grabbed a tray and a container to sit with my friends. When I opened the container, I knew something was off immediately. The color was kind of weird. And so one of my friends said, "What is that?" Another said, "Don't eat that, bro." So, as a logistical 6th grader would do, I threw that thing away. I was a fool, I was still hungry, but between hunger and humiliation, I chose hunger. Multiply my story by millions of times. That's millions of meals wasted in just one day. This isn't just about respecting the students. This isn't just about feeding the students. It's about respect. When you hand a student a bowl of food that looks like an afterthought, you're telling them they are an afterthought. So next time, when you look at your lunch, don't just ask, is this healthy? Ask, is this just a logistical error that we're forced to swallow? Thank you.